Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. This is another complicated issue that has just happened. A woman claims that newly-wedded Pamela Anderson stole her husband and split up her family of 5. If you could recall, that was a few days ago. Pamela Anderson came up showing off her newly-wedded husband, that she fell in love with her bodyguard. That's done during this lockdown and they got married. But the story has taken a different turn as a woman has now come out to accuse Pamela Anderson of being a home wrecker after the former Playboy model revealed this week she had gotten married to her bodyguard, Dan Hayhurst. And according to this particular woman, whom you can see pictured above with the husband, that's the Dan, who is now married to the Playboy star Pamela Anderson, and you can see 3 kids there as well in that particular clip. She married on Christmas Eve while he worked on her property in the Canadian town of Ladysmith. According to this particular woman, she is saying that Anderson seduced Dan, that's the current husband, whom you can see in that clip, who she married on Christmas Eve while he worked on her property in the Canadian town of Ladysmith. She also accused the former model and actress of breaking up a happy family of 5. On Wednesday, January 27th, 2021, the 53-year-old former Baywatch star announced that she had married her bodyguard, Dan, who is 40 years old, in what was her 6th wedding to her 5th husband, saying, "I'm exactly where I need to be, in the arms of a man who loves me." And that picture and everything went viral. That was exactly on Wednesday when she posted all of that, notifying the public that she was already married to her bodyguard, that she fell in love with him. But right now, Dan's ex-wife, that's Carrie, who is pictured in that particular clip that you can see with the kids, who had been living with him and bringing up his 2 children for the past 5 years, has revealed how she was blindsided by the affair and knew nothing of their marriage until she read about it online. Wow, this is really, really heartbreaking that you can hear this kind of a news. You can just imagine the shock that Carrie must have felt when she saw that online, because there's no indication that they had a divorce or they separated. Or for her to hear that the husband is now married to another woman. And Carrie is saying that her husband actually went there to work for Pamela Anderson, and then that was when she married her own husband, Christmas Eve. She said that the pair started getting close early last year while she and Dan were still together before they finally moved out of their home into Anderson's home in July. And the mom of one from Vancouver Island and Dan, then a single dad, got together about 5 years ago, and she moved in with him on the mainland in Squamish, a town of North Vancouver, helping to bring up his 2 young children. And Carrie, who is 42, said that this is not the lockdown love story which is being portrayed. It's all a fake. That means it's all false. And right now, this is Carrie's statement. That is the former wife, or the first wife, to put it like that. This is her words. So let me say exactly what Carrie is now speaking of. She said, "I decided to speak out because I want people to know that my almost 5-year relationship with 3 children involved ended because of the affair Pam and Dan started while he was still with me. It's sad that people celebrate this and cheer them on when it started with deceit, denials, and life shattering choices for all the people involved. It wasn't this romance that happened overnight. He worked with her for over 6 months before any of that happened. He wasn't her bodyguard then. He is a handyman. She hired him to work on her house. We were all totally blindsided by this. It's been so hard for us, and it's not just me and the kids. Lots of people have been hurt by them. Dan has lost his friendships and business relationships because of this. We did everything together, like family vacations, family fishing trips. We worked on family projects together. It was always us. This is what the ex-wife Carrie is actually saying. But their happy life was to change forever after Dan was taken on as a building contractor to renovate Pamela's home, set in 5 acres in Ladysmith. And he started working there in the early autumn of 2019. And she says that her ex-husband started complaining to Carrie about how crazy Pamela was and how difficult and demanding she was to work for. And Carrie, that's the ex-wife, said that things started to change at the end of last March, with Dan spending more and more time out of the house. And that the COVID then happened and it just seemed to happen overnight. And that Dan would stay at his house and not come home with his family where the family are staying, where he's meant to come back home to stay with them, but he would rather go back to his personal house and stay there. And she was alone taking care of the kids. And at first that he denied it when she confronted him. But then finally she asked him, "Are you sleeping with Pam?" This was her question. And he said, "All I'm going to say is I've crossed the line." That she's now saying that at first he said, "I want you to stay in our house. I don't want you to go. I just need to figure things out." But that later Dan apologized to her and said, "Carrie, I love you. I don't know what is going on right now. I am not in my right head right now. I am not in a good space." That was what he responded to Carrie, his wife. And he also asked Carrie to give him time to figure things out so that it can just let him know what he is doing as of that time. And there was no turning back by then. He said he had met Pam and had gone to dinner with her, and his daughter used to work for her, and he couldn't believe it. And that's the wife now. Carrie was saying that her own daughter used to work for Pamela and that she couldn't even believe it, what he was saying and what everything that had already transpired. And that was when Dan and Pamela's relationship continued to develop. And then last July, he moved out of the home he shared with Carrie and moved in with Pamela. That now Pamela claims that she and Dan had the blessing of their family and friends for their wedding. But Carrie says that it's all lie, that no one was invited to the wedding. And she is now saying that it doesn't even seem like a real wedding. Everything looks so controlled. And she also said this, that he can be very manipulative. So in a sense, they are made for each other. But I don't see this lasting. I'm being very surprised. This is Carrie's words, that it's looking like a thing of manipulation. It doesn't look real. And she's now saying she doesn't think it's going to last. She's saying that Dan and I never got married because I don't ever want to. This is Carrie's words. And she still goes on to say, "To me, it's nothing. It's a piece of paper and it causes problem when you want to get out of it. And he had told me I'll never get married again. And then here we are, 6 or 8 months or whatever. they are into their relationship and they are married. I just think, wow, who are you? Who is the man I was with for 5 years? None of this makes sense. And Carrie's daughter Dennis, who is 21, who also worked as a laborer at Pam's home, said that when she discovered Dan's relationship, she thought to herself, I was shocked when I learned about it. That's what Carrie's 21 years old daughter is saying. She said, I just thought, how can this even be a thing? I'm here working with them full time and I had no idea. So you can see how they were all blindsided, even the daughter who was working there, and the fact that he had a family, and they were all blindsided with two young kids, and obviously she's quite a lot older. This is what the daughter of 21 years is trying to express regarding the relationship that they are having right now. And that and they're all saying that they are so shocked and it's something so unreal, like something straight out of the movies, that they can't believe it, that everyone thinks it's this lockdown love story and nobody knows that there was an affair and there is no family that is involved in this their marriage, and that they think that the hardest part is that people are being fed a one-sided fairy tale story when in reality there is much more to it, and that it's damaged a lot of people's lives. It's been really difficult for her mother, that her mom is trying to process the whole thing, and that she's totally stepped up and was a full-time mom to those kids, as Dan's two other kids from the previous relationship he has had before, and that it's been hard to watch her mom go through a kind of pain like this. It's really difficult for them, and that Pam doesn't have the best marriage track record. That's for sure. That's what they are saying, that her records of marriage has not been good. And so when the COVID is over, that she can go back to traveling and doing all that she has been doing before, which is what the daughter of 21 years is still trying to say. And Anderson married Tommy in 1995 after knowing him for just 96 hours, and they had two kids with her previous husband, that's Tommy. The kids are Brandon and Dylan, and that the couple split after the musician assaulted her and spent 6 months in jail, that they had divorced in 1998 but briefly reunited in 2008 before they finally called it quits, and that her second marriage to Kid Rock only lasted 1 year. A husband number three, Salomon, married Pam in 2007, and her most recent husband is Peters, and the couples had splitted after 12 days of marriage. And he said her most recent husband is Peters, and the couple split after just 12 days of marriage, with Anderson saying they were never legally married. Well, what do you all have to say about this? Sidelining your family and then now going to get married, and then the woman he has been with the kids and they were living as a family, was even blindsided and didn't know, and it's a great shock that she had to find out online. Please relate with your spouse whatever is happening. Learn to speak with each other, learn to communicate with each other, let everybody know where your stand is. And if you're not ready to spend the rest of your life with somebody, please, it's better you speak up. This goes for both parties, both the man and the woman. If you don't want to spend the rest of your life with your partner, with the person you're in a relationship with, please speak on time, be open, and let the other person know what's in your heart. But this is so heartbreaking because they've started living as a family, and then with kids involved, and he now goes behind her back to do this kind of a thing, and she just got to know that they are married online when it came up on Wednesday. This is really sad and heartbreaking. I pray that Carrie gets the consolation she needs at the moment, because such thing can be very depressing. People can go into state of depression and then they start having some kind of psychological trauma which we don't pray and hope that happens to her. We pray she gets over it with time, and also we'll pray that things get better for her and the kids that she is with. Who knows, probably the kids, that's Dan's kids, may go back to him and then live with them and Pamela, or however they intend to resolve it. But please, partners should be open to each other. Don't leave anybody in the dark. It's heartbreaking, worst of all, when you get to hear about your partner's affair outside or online. It's really the most heartbreaking thing that can ever happen to either a man or a woman. This goes both ways, because both a woman can also do this that has happened and a man just did it now. So please, everybody, be very mindful of your relationship you're keeping. Be sure of this person. Don't just spread around and say this person is your husband when the person has not even given you any green light or has not proposed or anything. And be very sure of the person you're living with. Some of these men, they move in with you and then the ladies would not even understand. To them, the ladies feel, this is my husband, we're already having kids together, or we're living as a family. But knowing to them that the man has his eyes outside, because you're living together, that and you know you're married, that doesn't count for him. For him, he has his own plans and you wouldn't know. But please don't keep anybody in the dark. It's painful to go through a thing like this. This woman, Carrie, is in great pain at the moment. You can see her daughter expressing the pain that her mom is going through, and it's so painful. Her mom was taking her time, taking care of Anderson's two other children, unknowing to her that the husband had moved on with his own life with Pamela. It's so heartbreaking that Dan had to do this to Carrie. But notwithstanding, I hope with time that Carrie gets over it and also move on with her life with her own immediate family that she has with her. Friends, what do you all have to say about this regarding Dan just blindsiding his own family and then getting married to Pamela, and also to Pamela marrying Dan knowing that he was already building a family with Carrie? What do you all think? And Carrie now saying that although she didn't want marriage, so how are you looking at this whole incident that has just happened? Please, whatever you think, put that down at the comment section. Your comments are highly important. Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube, and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class, every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, This is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Matpa, he is the teacher and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below. So please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matpa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below so you'll have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Matpa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Matpa's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.